For 2019, the sum of $52.2 billion has been allocated to the education sector, the single largest allocation. But from Priya Manickchand, who served for many years as Minister of Education and now sits on the opposition, there seems to be no clear direction for the sector. For example, she said a commission of inquiry which was set up to guide the reform of the sector is nowhere to be found.
We ask that a commission of inquiry report be laid in the National Assembly. Mr. Herman, Minister of State, said he would do that 3 years ago. It's not done as yet. If it was that you don't like it, then toss it out and tell us you're not using it. But you can't hide it from the nation.
Further, she bemoaned the fact that there is no 5-year plan for the Education Ministry.
The 5-year plan be put back on the table. The first time in the history we've gone without a published 5-year sectoral plan. Imagine that.
Manickchand said there could be cooperation to take the education sector forward, but that depends on the Minister of Education.
Contrary to what the minister may believe, I'd like to see the ministry succeed. This is a ministry that serves Guyana's children. It is a ministry that will see the people of Guyana. It will determine how we look 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now. There is space for us to work together if the minister were not so afraid of and insecure about hearing other opinions.
Manickchand also bemoaned the fact that the sum of $2 billion was not spent by the ministry and had to be returned when teachers had to be out on the streets protesting for salary increases. The Minister of Education, Nicolette Henry, did not take the licks for the strike action, but sought to trump up the fact that the debunching issue was settled, where teachers are paid based on their qualifications and experience and are not stuck at the bottom of their salary scale.
What we did not hear from the opposition benches is how the government had to take care of the debunching mess that was created and left by the PPP. Mr. Speaker, it must not escape the minds of the opposition members that the debunching issue transcended successive governments and 3 presidents, to be more specific. I am eternally grateful to my colleagues on this side of the House and my staff in the Ministry of Education, through whose collective efforts we were able to pay debunching arrears as far back as 2011 and put that issue to rest.
In his budget speech, the Minister of Finance said the 2019 allocation to the education sector would address disparities in the sector, such as bridging the gap between coastal and hinterland education delivery, eliminating the shortage of books in the classroom for effective learning, and monitoring sector achievements. Minister Henry sought to expand on those issues in her presentation.
The education revolution started by this government in 2015 is alive and well. The sum of $52.2 billion allocated to this sector will be invested in the construction of schools, curriculum reform, psychological and other support services, teachers' preparation and support, including scholarships for teachers, school feeding programs, tertiary level education, technical and vocational education, music and physical education.
The government says it plans significant and inclusive investments from nursery to university level in 2019.